But northern character with a driving
Yeah, we don't have.
in the Chelsea counter. No, it is. It's a race.
Okay, we just wait for them to get the setup sorted. Good to go. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome here to this media conference with Gareth Southgate and Jordan Pickford to preview tomorrow's Euro 2024 qualifier against Ukraine at Wembley. We'll get underway straight away with Rob Thorson from Sky Sports News.
Hi Gareth, good to see you. The squad's a little bit depleted, but you've decided not to call up any reinforcements. Can you explain that decision for us? Do you feel that maybe there's just not a big enough pool of players that you would like to call up?
No, because we've been training with this group all week. To call somebody from the outside would be potentially quite complicated. You've no idea where they might be, what their training load has been over the last few days. So if we were going to do that at this point, we'd do it with the under-21s, but they've got a game today, and we think we've just about got enough to get through the game.
Luke Shaw's decided to stay on with the squad, which I think shows admirable commitment on his part when he can't play because of suspension. But hearing you speak recently, I wondered if that's by contrast with maybe some of the frustration that you're feeling. You're not seeing that same level of commitment to England from maybe one or two other players.
No, I mean Luke to start with loves being with us. I think wants to contribute where he can. He was able to help us with training today as well. So I think he just epitomises the spirit of the group really, and that togetherness and that commitment is hugely important.
Okay. I want to ask you about the midfield in particular because Jordan Henderson, I think, missed some training going into the Italy game. Is that right?
Well, not with us, but he hadn't trained a lot the previous week. He had an illness, which was the reason he missed Liverpool's game the week before. So he was a little bit undercooked for that, but he's good now.
He's good to go.
Yeah.
Jude Bellingham limped off and looked in got a lot of pain when he came off in Naples as well, and Calvin Phillips played almost double the number of minutes for you that he's managed all season for Manchester City. I just look across that whole of that midfield, and can you update us on all of them and whether you've got any concerns there?
No, they're all good. I mean, clearly Calvin, that's his first 90 for a little while. He had 90 at Bristol City in the Cup, but so we'll just have to assess freshness as much as anything. But that's the same with the whole group. It's that time of the year, and we've got to get the balance right of continuity, consistency, but also freshness. It's a crucial game in the qualifying group, frankly. If we can follow on what we did the other night and win this one, then we're in a really good place.
Jordan, if I can ask you, it was a magnificent win for England out in Italy, and you've been part of this squad for a long time now. I wonder whether you're seeing a new England with the nous and the experience and the belief to kind of go to places like Italy away and win and see out a game like that.
Yeah, it was a massive game, in history. We haven't won there for a long time. I feel like we the steps we need to take forward to become winners really in major championships. I remember the Spain game away when we won 3-2 in Betts' Stadium, so just another marker we're laying down as a team, our togetherness, our squad mentality, to go forward and to be able to beat Italy away from home was a massive game for us.
And Gareth, I'm sure you've got huge sympathy for your opponents that you're facing tomorrow and what they're having to deal with outside of football. But because of all of that turmoil, does it make it a little bit difficult to predict exactly what side you're going to come up against?
No, I would say it's entirely predictable. They're very proud. We saw that with right at the beginning of the war when they went to Scotland for the playoffs and Wales. They're a very proud group of players. You can see that, totally committed to bringing enjoyment to their public, and yeah, we of course have huge sympathy with what's going on and support for what's going on. But tomorrow's a game of football, and we're fully focused on trying to win the game.
Thank you.
Hi Gareth. It's Ivan Toney's second time with the squad. Didn't make his debut last week. How's he got on this week, and is he likely to play tomorrow?
Well, he's been very good. We really like him, and he's very much in our thoughts. You know the numbers we've got with us now, so it would be yeah. There's always the dual objective, you know. There's of course a desire to see players, but we're in a qualifying group. The priority is to win the game first and foremost. So whatever we decide is with a view to doing that.
And the win in Italy was your 50th as England manager, only the third manager to do that. How do you look back at your time as manager and what does the record mean to you?
Well, it means that we have a chance to make it 51 tomorrow. Simple as that. That's all I'm focused on. The past is irrelevant. What we've done up to this point irrelevant now. I'm just focused on tomorrow's game. We need to win. We need to be on 6 points when we leave Wembley tomorrow. And if we're going to be considered a really top team, then we have to back up a result and performance, different elements of performance that we showed the other night, and we have to do that tomorrow.
You've had time to look back at the game in Italy now. Why do you think the team got into such difficulty in the second half?
Because we kept giving the ball away. As simple as that, you know. If you don't keep possession of the ball, then you're going to have to defend, and we did that at the beginning of both halves actually. So in the first half we recovered that, we showed really good composure, and we had control of the game as well as we've played with the ball against the top team, I think. In the second half, the errors gave them a bit of enthusiasm. Of course, they were 2-0 down anyway, so they had to go for it. They were a bit more aggressive in their pressure. And then when you concede, the stadium changes, the emotion changes, and you're in a difficult place. So what pleased me was the resilience we showed. There's different qualities needed to win football matches, and you've got to show all of those things. So if we could put both sides of the game together, then that would be the ideal tomorrow.
Thank you. And one to Jordan, please. Your teammate Vitaly Mykolenko is in the Ukraine squad, and as Gareth touched on, there's a lot going on in Ukraine off the pitch at the moment. Have you spoken to him about the fixture tomorrow, and what's he been like during this time?
No, yeah, I haven't spoken to him, you know. But since he's come in, he's been brilliant. Gone through a tough time at home, you know, for the nation. But he's a great lad, great to work with, down to earth, gets on for his job, and he's a top player. But they've all got good players in that squad, and we've got to be wary of them. But again, we want to win.
Thanks, Alex. James, on.
Gareth, I know you're obviously focused on tomorrow, but the reverse fixture with Ukraine is 6 months away. There are obviously a lot of logistical challenges with this, to say the least, but would your hope be that you could actually play that game in Ukraine?
I've not even thought about that. I'm only thinking about tomorrow at this moment. Other people will have those discussions, and yeah, we've got several matches before we get to that point, from my point of view.
Okay, thanks, James. Do we have any other questions in this session? No? Oh, last one from Rotos.
John, can I just ask you one? There's an elephant in the room, really, with what's happening back at your club. It's happened while you've been away with England. How worried are you by the fact that Everton have been told that they've been charged by the Premier League for alleged breaches of financial rules?
Yeah, I've obviously seen that on Sky Sports, and I believe Everton's put a statement out there, and that's all I can really say, really. My job's playing football and keeping the ball out the back of the net, really. So, yeah, I've seen it, but I can't say any more.
Thought you might say that.
Cheers.
Yeah, to be fair, it's a good plug for Sky, though, Pick, as well.
We'll run that.
Yeah, straight on.
Thanks, everybody. We'll conclude it there.